choice. I need 100 pack for my boys. Be hating and talking and talking and hating. I bet you I kill the noise. I've been a man like I'm Peyton. I boost up my rating. You know how I play with toys. Pop out on any occasion, get standing ovations. They can't help it but rejoice. They all wanna follow me, cause I got my foot on the opposition neck and ain't no apologies. 100 yards, you know.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call hit boys for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gonna give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shout out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And they'll run the option to start the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Back to throw here, Herbert. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Patterson. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. That good for 22 and a first down.
All right, I've got to be careful here. All right, he's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his speed as far as he's concerned.
What he's saying, I'm on the plus side of 30.
Well, if you're on the plus side of 30, you don't know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely, still got a lot of life left in those legs. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41. On 1st down, going back to Patterson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays the game with great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now it's Herbert. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans 16. Herbert operating from the red zone. Being chased out low. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense. This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. And Pierce gets it again on second down. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Mills. Throw left side complete. That's Logan. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. On fourth down, out is the punter Cameron Johnston to boot it away. Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Falcons will be taking over first and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Here's Herbert. Got a man. It's Patterson complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
We see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Texans here on third down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Up the middle they go with Drake. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Now on first down, Drake again. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Throwing quickly, and Herbert completes it. Something we're seeing more of with the rise of the run-pass option. A legal man downfield, and that's going to back him up. Herbert. Man open. He's got it complete to Courtland Sutton. Touchdown, Falcons. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. He's going to take another shot here. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A first down throw for Mills. This will be caught just inside the 10. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing, Mills. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Texans are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Jonathan Grenard in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot, and here another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. From down near his goal line here, Herbert. This one into the hands of Pitts. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. First and 10, it's Patterson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
The Falcons on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He's got a man. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble, and the Texans scoop it. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And Pierce gets it again on second down. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. On 1st down, it's Herbert. Buying time to his left. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Herbert throwing again. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he's going to have a 1st down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. It's Patterson. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Herbert, quick pass out wide. Touchdown, Falcons! Courtland Sutton, as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Mills on first down. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And this one is incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
And I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense? A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw is Mills. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
To throw again on second down. Herbert. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. This is Shepard on the catch. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. On second down, a run with Patterson. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 39. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
They had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On third and short, Drake.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was third and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively rallying to the ball after the nice move. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They'll try the air now with Herbert. And this is caught. Touchdown. Sterling Shepard, 31 yards. And the Falcons have broken our tie. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken in at the 3. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and 3rd and 1 now.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the...
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Texans. DJ Chark, 52 yards. And the Texans are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 2nd and 2. A shotgun snap for Herbert. That's down the field and caught by Pitts. 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, 74 yards as they have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Jalen Hawkins is there to bring him down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Mills to throw it. And he will find his man on the outside. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
First down, Mills. This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Mills now. He's got a man. That's caught. Left side. And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming.
Cameron Johnson in formation for the Texans.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it will be Falcon football.
At their own 28-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. On 1st and 10, Herbert. It's hauled in by Shepard. A gain of 8 there on the play, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. 3 quarters have come and gone. Completes this again to Shepard. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
On 2nd and 7, Herbert. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Gotta credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Now it's Herbert. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
They snap it to Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And can they take advantage? Their defense got the 4th down stop, and now they're hoping to find the end zone. A field goal wouldn't be enough to erase this 4th quarter deficit. 44 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Texans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Mills. Wide open receiver complete. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
A 1st down throw for Mills. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. DJ Chark. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. And now the kick is blocked. This is going the other way. And he gets it past the 30, but not much further than that. And the extra point attempt snuffed down.
As you tell me all the time, Brandon, mark that play down. That should be a tie game. Instead, a great job by the guys blocking it. And, boy, they've got to have a great lift going off the field.
And the further it happens in the game and here in the second half, it just gets more magnified. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. Here in the fourth quarter, defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Another incompletion would certainly be ideal defensively. A big play now. This is 3rd and 10. Herbert now. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TV. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
Mills going to throw for it. And it is incomplete, so they can't convert for 2. And now the lead stays at 5. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. It'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Here's Herbert. 4th, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. 4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. Dancing to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Mills looking to throw it. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down. And now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the 4th quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the 1st down. And after that, the air just went right out of the balloon. And you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Texans scoop it. And he's got some space here. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Herbert. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Herbert to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is. Herbert. Out to his left. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Herbert going to throw. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Coup for the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Once more, it's Pierce. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Mills back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So a big one coming here for Ka'imi Fairbairn. This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. Fairbairn able to put this one through. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Greedy Williams picks it off. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for the Texans, they move to 9-7 on the year with 1 game remaining.
I'm the best, and you know, and I got it, on my own. Get my way up, you know, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, I'm the best,